Hey, welcome back to another video. Joshua with Salty Scales. So you guys have been asking me about sheepshead, and I'm doing a whole series on your questions. How to catch sheepshead, that's the topic of discussion today. I've went over this quite a few times in the past, but that's all right. It's a new day, it's a new age, and guess what? The sheepshead are popping. It's the time of year. Right now they're going into that full spawn. Anywhere from December to February, they're gonna feed and they're gonna be on most structures around the Tampa Bay. So one of the best baits that you can use, my favorite bait, is the mangrove tree crab. You can find those on mangroves or bridges crawling down the pilings. The only problem is you can't go out and buy them, so you got to go catch them. So you got to spend some time doing that if you want the best bait. Now, something that comes in second would be these little fiddler crabs. Now, these fiddlers you can buy, but they are expensive. You're talking $9 a dozen, and you're going to need quite a few. Me and Chris went through 6 dozen in probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours of fishing. So sheepshead are notorious for stealing your bait. You're going to have to make sure that you have enough bait, and I would recommend getting some that are a little bigger than these, because Chris got these tiny little bitty babies, and yeah, you got to hook multiples on the hook. Now, this setup that I'm using is the Okuma SRT Inshore Premier. You saw that on one of my videos recently, but the difference is this is the medium light 7.6. It's a very, very sensitive tip, and that sensitive tip is really going to aid in helping you to catch those sheepshead. They got a really finesse bite. It's very, very minute, so you got to be ready. And when you feel that bite, you got to set the hook, or else you're not catching sheepshead. Now, this is the Inspira 4000 by Okuma. Got 10-pound test braid. Everything's light, everything's sensitive. It's a lot of fun, but it also helps you feel the bite. Now, a lot of times with the sheepshead bite, I'll use a little split shot and a hook. Today, my go-to rig was this little weighted mustad hook. And I'm telling you, I use these for snapper, but they're very effective for sheepshead as well. And this was my go-to. Chris actually used the hook with the split shot, and I probably caught, what, 8 to 2 to you? About 8 to 2 or so. But sometimes just switching up your rigs can dictate who catches more. So try it. Try different things. Don't be afraid to try different things, because it could be very, very effective. I also want to mention, for every thumbs up that you give, I'm going to be donating 1 cent to Tampa Bay Watch. So make sure you pound that like button. Not only does it help promote the channel, but it also allows us to donate to a good cause. So every share and every like, I'm going to donate 1 cent. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. We're going to have a lot more great sheepshead content coming. It's just that time of year. But if you have something that you want to see, comment below and let me know below. Without further ado, let's go catch some sheepshead. All right, guys, we're out here this morning sheepshead fishing. We got the baits, little fiddlers. See what we can get. This time of year, it's perfect this time for sheepshead fishing, as they start to do their little spawn thing. What you want to do is fish right up next to these anything with barnacles and structure. That's what we're doing. Trying the heavier hog ball, but I might downsize if I don't start getting them in a second. Alright, I'm actually going to switch it up, guys. I like to go as light as possible, and one of my favorite rigs or techniques is a very simplistic rig, believe it or not. It's probably not like what you'd expect. Let me show it to you. I'm going to cut this jig head off. So what I got me here is a little mustad hook. This is their little 2.0 hook. I'm gonna tie my uni knot. or I should say my improved clinch knot. Trim your tag, and then all I like to do is just put a split shot on there. Now the split shot will vary based off of your tide, so there's no just one and done, but I'm gonna go with this little number 5 and see if I can't get down there and have it hold. Like I said, the most natural you can get your bait to look, the better off you're gonna be. And what I do is I put this right above the hook. Just like that. Let's see if we can find something here. I'm going to take my crab that I've already used and rehook him. Ow! Hook him up like this. Now we're in business. I'm going to come over and fish with Christopher. Oh yeah, even got my super light set up. Oh yeah, see, that's perfect, guys. So the tide's moving, yes, but it's not moving so much that I can't get down to where I want to go. What? Oh, you got a split shot on? Oh, that was a bite. I just missed him. It felt like a bite to me. Sheephead bites are very subtle. A couple small things that I want to note. Position is key when fishing for sheepshead. So ideally you want to be aligned with the structure so that you can vertical drop on them and get as close to the structure as possible. The move has been pivotal in allowing us to spot lock and stay stationed very close to that structure. We ain't throwing anchors. So make sure you try and look for you a spot lock trolling motor. I chose the move because of its power and phenomenal customer service. You can do it with whatever works for you.
It's like fucking soap bubbles, bro. That don't look like foam.
Those things are living good. First fish. That's a sheepy if I ain't ever felt one. Chris tried to sabotage me, guys.
That's the one I missed.
Aha! Alright. Daddy got one. You gotta watch these guys. They will stab you. Ask me how I know. Screwed up, buddy. So I switched to this little jig. Works pretty good too. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Ow. He's a keeper. Let me show you how to flay these guys. All right, first fish on the boat. We'll take it. He was down there right in that little chum, doing his thing.
12?
Yep. 12. That was 14. That bite was so subtle too. Woo! Subtle bite. They're a lot of fun on this light tackle, guys. Light tackles where it's got this little light rod. Hook a donkey though, we'll know it. That's a little one. Little baby one. They're down there mulling around on Chris's chum. He's holding out. Got the baby. Got the baby. They weren't coming undone. Let him go, let him grow. Pretty. Oh, and he come on button, guys. This is the part about sheephead fishing that you'll learn. It takes patience and it takes a subtle, you just gotta know when that subtle bite happens, the fish is on and you can't delay because he's crushing that thing off of your hook. They're so good at it. It's very frustrating sometimes. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. I got it. Yeah, that's what we're after, boys. Look at that fatty. Just gotta trust the process.
That's what he always says, guys.
Gotta trust the process. Holy smokes. Let's see if I can get that back. He's got that hook buried in his jaw. They're all over down there right now, Christopher. Dude, this is an obese fish. Like, I'm not joking. He's literally fat. I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to flay these later. It's gonna be part of my sheephead series. I'm gonna retie that leader. Show you why. Because when you're fishing around barnacles, they oftentimes put you in the structure and it's sharp. So just in case we hook a donkey, you want to keep retying. About to go down and get another donkey right now. Christopher's got the money spot. No, that don't matter. Oh he's all over that structure. That leader's gonna be jacked. Yep, you see that, guys? Whatever he was on. Son of a gun, that's annoying. I mean, he's probably a keeper. We're gonna let him go. Pretty close. Then look at that, just like that, I got to retie. Because whatever he was on was sharp, sharp, sharp. I'm using a 20-pound leader, soft steel. It's very thin, you know. It's not something you want to keep trying to catch a bunch of fish on when you got fray. They're piled up down there, I'll tell you that. My crab hits the bottom and a fish is on. He's got enough meat.
Oh, your fire's right there.
We'll take him.
You want to take him?
I mean, if he's got enough.
Three?
I got 2. Oh, had
We'll put him in a lava hole. So today I'm a dentist, guys. I'm flossing the sheepshead teeth with the hook. Check that out. Make sure he's got some nice clean teeth.
It's coming. Yeah. Good one, guys. Good one. Hey, watch that motor, Chris. Oh. Another good one.
I'm gonna leave it on.
All right. So another thing that I want to mention is oftentimes those sheepshead will feed very good in the major and minor periods, and at the top or the bottom of a tide. So right before tide transition. So if you can, get out here, scrape those pilings right as that before the tide transition, and you're going to find that you could catch a large amount of quantity of fish in a short period of time. So that's today's pro tip. All right, guys.
Your hook bent?
Oh, that hook's been bent and bent back like 12 times.
Yeah.
Oh, it came unbuttoned, guys. That's how the cookie crumbles. Hey, can you pull them crabs back here? That was a good one too. He's probably about a 15, 16 incher, if I had to guesstimate. Losing dinner today, guys. Losing dinner. I've been sitting there for a long time waiting on that bite, though. Huh. At least we got to see him a little bit. Look at that little baby. I had to take a lunch break, so Chris caught a fish.
Hey. Bite slowed down, guys, but still getting on them.
He's 12, throw him in there. Well, just in a few short hours, we caught anywhere from 12 to 15 sheephead. Not a bad day, especially with only 6 dozen shrimp. Correction, 6 dozen fiddler crabs. So we can't complain, we can't be mad about that. If you enjoyed today's videos and tips, make sure you pound that thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, guys, we'll see you on the water.